Is that it up there? Is this it?
I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to find out. Whoa.
Holy shit, dude.
Shibu.
Hello.
All right, Jesus, I got you.
No! Oh my god, you're like naming... It doesn't really taste like fruit. Inside of the cheese barn? That's like full-blown diabetes.
Hey, put me a fresh pot of cereal on.
Like sexy or the flavor?
Me dipping my balls in your milk?
You got spicy kisses.
She had that fucking lip gloss on. It's a weird tingling.
Mwah, boys. Sometimes I'll kiss a mustache. I like it.
Now I want somebody to wipe my ass. Like, our daughter's gonna do that. Like,
Pig. Why did that happen? That's like full-blown AIDS, but white.
Whoa.
Hell nah.
What? UFOs are coming out of black holes? No shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, fancy.
Oh, I didn't pause, sound-wise before we started this.
We don't have to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said that you have your own fucking way of doing that shit. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, good morning, Jesus.
I forgot you were going to do that.
You see this podcast right here? I did it all for you.
We built this podcast for you, Jesus.
Just for you, Jesus. Everything that you hear here has been all for you, okay? I built it with my own hands, all right? I did it all for you, okay? The last time when we were talking about you, it was the best day of my life, okay? I never thought that I would experience something like that, okay? So I just thought I'd let you know that you're beautiful and you're amazing, and I can't wait to talk about you again.
And that other podcast you've been listening to, I know it's hard. I know getting over your last podcast, it just never feels the same when you get into a new podcast. But I promise you,
Wait,
this
you've been listening
podcast
to
is for
another
you.
fucking podcast?
Well, I was just going off the rest of
No.
the Good Morning Julia guy.
No.
Because he says,
no.
like,
No.
never
You
go
need
back to your ex.
You need to forget about your last podcast, okay? You need to forget about it. Act like it never happened, okay? You just need to move forward into your future, and your future is me, okay? Jesus, I am your future, all right? And I'll make you breakfast every morning, okay?
I've got like 8 ceiling fans.
Oh, yeah, and I built them all myself, okay? From the crown molding to the chairs, all right? I built it all, and it's all for you.
I wonder if he knows that reference.
I doubt it.
I'll have to tell him. He'll be like, what the fuck is all that? We built this podcast for you, Jesus.
I did. Or we did. Sorry. Should include you in this, Wes.
I mean, what was that guy's name? I forget the guy's name. Because they did like a whole... Rob sounds right. But they did like a whole series on this guy where like they followed up and like they found Julia and interviewed Julia. And like there was a video that she passed around with her friends.
And then they sent him...
Oh, Joe. His name was Joe.
Joe. Joe, that's what it was. They sent, like, they wanted to get another video out of him after a while. So they sent him, like, messages and got another video from him.
Yeah, that's right. Where he's, like, on the couch and he's all lazy. He's trying to play, like, lazy, sexy dad going on.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it on your mom's house, like, listening to it. But I've been meaning to go back and actually watch the video, like, the second video. I've seen the first one because I was like, I got to know what this dude looks like.
It's way less impressive the second time.
He reminds me of what's his name from Trailer Park Boys?
The dude with the black, like the one that's actually got a little more together than the other two.
Yeah, he's always holding the glass.
I don't watch enough Trailer Park Boys.
I thought you did.
No, I'm really not. I'm into shows that are similar to it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that dude. That's who he reminded me of. He doesn't necessarily look like him, but he just kind of reminded me of him a little bit. Yeah. Like if he would have been holding a glass in his hand the whole time that he was saying this, I'd have been like, is that the dude from Trailer Park Boys?
That'd be hilarious if it was just a bit like the Trailer Park Boys were doing to some random like Cali girl.
Right.
Like outside of a gym.
Right. Oh man. Speaking of shows, I just finished Peaky Blinders.
Oh, you're finally done with it?
Yeah, I'm finally done with it. Because it took me a while, you know, like there could be times where I was watching it, but I'd rather like I'm doing the podcast with you, or I decide to go play CSGO or something like that. But I finally decided, and I also didn't want it to be over either, you know? So I was, like, putting it off, like, as long as I could, and then finally it got down to, like, the last 2 episodes. I was like, all right, I need to fucking do this, because it got real interesting real quick.
Yeah.
And for anybody that has not seen the Netflix show Peaky Blinders, go watch it. It's fucking amazing.
Peaky Blinders?
Peaky Blinders. Ooh.
Pick a blender.
Pick a blender. Oh, man, we could make a whole show. A whole spoof show called Pick a Blender. And it's like Peaky Blinders, but it's Pick a Blender.
I haven't watched any of it yet,
and it's
so I don't have enough like knowledge to do satire on it.
It's about like mobsters in like the early 1900s. Like they're in Birmingham,
Alabama,
England.
Oh.
Yeah, it's overseas. It's in like England. So
it's all like Cockney mobsters.
Kinda.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, the fucking Peaky Blinders, mate.
What's all this then? I didn't even try that
fucking cut your eyes out here.
I can't do accents.
It's really good, man. I really fucking love the show.
I'll have to. I mean, you've told me about it a few times now. Do you like it, Honesty?
No. It's kind of too violent. I mean, it's not bad. Like, they dress cool, but it's just a lot of violence, and I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I like the violence.
I'm good with violence, so I'll be all right.
You'll probably like it then.
I just, I have like 20 minutes of the last episode of season 2 Mindhunter to finish.
Bro, I just started that today.
Did you just start season 2?
Yes,
or like,
I did.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. It's kind of slow the first few episodes, and then in the middle it just picks right the fuck up.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. I mean, I liked it because they're like catching up to the last season, and it's kind of helping me remember some of the things that came up, and him being in the hospital and all that shit. So,
I forgot about all that, and then I watched because Netflix will put out like a trailer that you can watch before you watch the next season.
Yeah.
It's like a recap, kind of. And
yeah, I
got
watched
to
that
part
too.
where Ed Kemper's like hugging him in the hospital, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot about all of that."
Yeah.
That moment in the first season at the end when like Kemper throws him into a panic attack because he realizes like I put myself in this situation alone with somebody who chopped off his own mother's head and fucked the neck hole. And like now he's like hugging me and calling me his friend, and it's like all the psychological anxiety of dealing with like I'm Ed Kemper's friend and he just hugged me and he could have killed me just then.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he definitely could have squeezed him to death, dude. Ed Kemper was a fucking big ass dude.
He's like 6'5", like
Yeah.
he's giant, and he's just
6'5", like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Like of just beast.
Just a fucking truck.
Whew. Yeah, I would not want to be in the same room as Ed Kemper alone, even though he was like chained to a fucking hospital bed. But he like gets in front of him before it's spoiler fucking alerts.
Well, like there was a hospital emergency, and like the medical staff that was supposed to be there helping with Kemper had to rush out of the room. So it was just all of a sudden
he's just alone with
Agent Ford and Kemper. And Kemper like stands up, and even though he's got his ankle chained to the bed, it's like he's dragging that bed with him. That guy's a
fuck
truck.
Yeah, dude. Oh fuck yeah. But dope. I can't wait to get more into it. I loved the first season. Absolutely loved it. And I think that's what got me even more into like the last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
Was like I liked that show, and then I was like, oh man, it would be nice if I could, learn more about it, but I can't stand the fucking stereotypical murder like podcast where it's just like the low music and they're just there's
two versions of that, and then there's like kind of a thing in the middle where it's perfect that last podcast on the left does, where like they either go way too deep into just like all the facts, all the details, and very coldly deliver it, and then there's the one where they kind of beat around the bush and they like apologize several times during the episode, like, we're sorry we're talking about this, sorry to the victim, like,
we're sorry to tell you that Ed Kemper cut off his mom's head and fucked the hole and
they wouldn't even say that part. They'd be like, he did some awful things to his mother. If you want to find out about it, you can find it yourself.
Research it yourself. Yeah, see, I like that last podcast on the left will tell you like everything and give you all the facts, and then they also like I really love that Henry's on there because he gives you more of a visualization, which sometimes can be really fucked up and really make you like I feel some of that shit, and sometimes I have to kind of like disassociate myself with the podcast. I'm a very empathetic person.
Yeah.
And so if I, see somebody crying, I feel their pain. And then thinking about these victims and things like that and what they went through, like sometimes that I have to like pull myself back and out of it, like, and maybe pause it for a second and just like chill just for a bit. But I love that Henry can kind of give you that visualization, but then also make it funny sometimes, you know?
He's very disarming with his comedy on that show. I mean, they all are funny, but Henry specifically is like laugh out loud hilarious. And it's not in a way where it's offensive. I mean, the jokes are dark, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah. They're real dark. Like, if you can't take some dark humor, please do not go check out that podcast, okay?
It'll ruin your day.
It'll fuck your whole week up, okay? You'll be thinking about that shit for a while.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm bummed that the guest we were supposed to have tonight didn't come because this is like right up their alley.
Yeah.
And they talk about entertainment and new seasons of shows being out. I mean, I just listened to a recent episode of their podcast.
Yeah.
And cheating. I'm cheating on you with another podcast.
It's okay.
Like 130 other podcasts.
I was going to say, dude, you listen to like a shit ton of other ones, so I don't see why you're apologizing to me.
But like they go through like trailers that came out for movies that are coming later in the year and stuff like that. And it was really interesting to listen to. But I'm like, this would have been perfect for them because I want to talk to them about Mindhunter and true crime shows and shit.
Yeah. Well, let's not give too much away.
I know. That's why I specifically didn't say who it was.
Yeah, let's keep it a secret for now.
But you guys are grounded. Just so if you listen to this.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I don't think that they do.
I mean, I didn't listen to one of theirs until like a couple days ago. So
yeah. I've been trying to listen to some of theirs, but I just keep getting sidetracked. And like, it's like when I'm at work, I could listen to it, but then I'm trying to catch up on all my other podcasts I listen to because I've gotten a few now. Like I keep up on Joe now, I keep up on Last Podcast, I keep up on Your Mom's House, and then with the Last Podcast, man, I love them so much. I just went down to the bottom. I was like, let's just start from the bottom and start going up.
Yeah.
And can just let them play over and over and over again. I love it every single time when it's like, when the fucking theme song comes on. This is the Last Podcast on the left.
Rise from your grave.
Yes. What was that? I fucking love it, dude. And like I'll say it before it even comes on because you know that there's like a pause in between the podcast, and so or in between the episodes. Why do I always do that? Every time I try and say like episode, I always say podcast. I've done that multiple times, even in past episodes. Whatever. Anyways.
You mean in past podcasts?
Shut up. Don't like make it worse for me, okay? Like you're gonna make it more difficult for me. Anyways. But I'll like say the episode or say the intro before and see now. Oh my god,
you're all fucked up now. Tell me about the similarities and between.
Don't stop. Now you're just being a dick,
dude. I think you deserve it after the past couple episodes you've ended with just being like, "Fuck you, Wes." You can go to hell. Lick my balls. Like,
and then last night,
dude. Fuck you. That hurt my feelings. No, I was fine. I was too tired to come up with a response back, but I was just like, damn.
Nope. Oh, shit.
Before we get too far away from Jesus and doing this for him.
Okay, yeah. I was going to go back to that, actually.
Oh, okay, good. He had a question for you.
He has a question? Oh, shit. Here we go. No, whatever it is that you think I did, it was not me. Okay, I haven't been charged with anything. I'm innocent until proven guilty in a court of law with a jury of my peers, and I plead the fifth.
I think it's funny that you went straight to like, what are you accusing me of? When actually, I should rephrase this. It's more of like a segment suggestion rather than an actual question.
Okay.
It's probably more an apt description.
Okay, so what you got for me, Jesus?
So we were talking about cereals that we love. And Jesus, he's real into like working out. He's a gym guy. He's real about health and all that stuff.
Okay.
He does like some sugary cereals, but like we were going through a top 5 tier list of our favorite cereals,
Okay.
and his were Honey Nut Cheerios, and then fucking like regular ass Cheerios were part of his list.
And then like what Raisin Brand?
I made all these jokes too. I was like, you also like Honey Bunches of Oats and fucking the plain life with the no cinnamon. One of them was he likes Chex, like the non-flavored ones, just fucking rice Chex.
What?
Honey Bunches of Oats is a good brand of.
Yeah, see, I say that one mockingly, but I actually really enjoy Honey Bunches of Oats.
Yeah, it's super good. That and Raisin Bran, I do.
Some people hate raisins, but Raisin Bran's good.
Okay.
So what's your top 5?
My top 5 cereals?
Yeah, Jesus is curious.
Okay. All right, Jesus, I got you. Well, Fruity Pebbles is my numero uno.
We would have heavy both me and Jesus would have heavy disagreements with that.
Well, honestly, I don't give a shit about your guys' opinion.
We ranked that as one of the worst cereals.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
As one of the worst?
One of the worst.
Why?
Fruity cereal sucks in general. Like Fruit Loops can go to hell.
You're a fucking Fruit Loop.
Apple Jacks can go to hell.
No! Oh my god, you're like naming my top 5 right now, okay? Like, fuck both of you.
You don't even
guys.
like fruit, you asshole.
It doesn't really taste like fruit, that's why. Yeah, so Apple Jacks would be up there.
That's your number 2?
I don't know about number 2. I can't really put them in order.
You just love all that fruit so much.
Fruity Pebbles is definitely my first one though. Like that's like my all-time favorite like cereal. I can eat that shit all day. My wife can tell you that too. I would say like so Fruity Pebbles, Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, I can agree with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Frosted Flakes because that shit takes me back to my childhood.
Okay.
And then Cap'n Crunch.
Which Cap'n Crunch?
The original. I like the regular. No, I take that back. I'm actually gonna take Cap'n Crunch off of there because I hated how it would always like fuck the roof of my mouth up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
It's like chewing on razor blades, like.
Basically, yeah. You gotta let it get a little soggy first. But I'm gonna throw Lucky Charms in there because I would always eat. Because listen, I would always eat all the fucking like the actual cereal shit.
Yeah.
And then I would eat the marshmallows. And my favorite part was the marshmallow. So I would like force myself to eat the shitty ass cereal and then just
those little cardboard O's.
Yeah, which were fucking disgusting.
Or they're like little pluses or whatever the fuck was in the Lucky Charms.
But I would always get to the marshmallows, and that was my favorite part. When we went to Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we stopped at Grandpa's Cheese Barn. And
that sounds dope just from the name.
I had to look at my wife for confirmation on that, making sure that was the actual name.
That place sounds awesome.
It is.
It's
really great.
It really is. It was awesome. But they have like a whole candy like store, and they have
inside of the Cheese Barn.
No, it's separate.
Oh, okay. I mean, still though.
But they have like it's like a big like market. So it's Grandpa's Cheese Barn, but it's like a huge market. I mean, they sell cheese, obviously.
I mean, that's what I was excited about.
But it's like a huge market, and they have like a restaurant that's inside there too.
Yeah.
And then they have like separate buildings on the outside, and one of the buildings is just like a giant fucking candy store that they have. And like one of the things, you should remember this, I had a big ass bag of like Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was from Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
Oh, okay. You know they make just marshmallow Lucky Charms, right?
Like
it's just a bag full of fucking Lucky Charm marshmallows.
Like
in the box.
Like actual like brand Lucky Charms, like marshmallows.
I don't know if it's like a seasonal thing, but yeah, they come out with those every so often.
Yeah.
What season would they come out in?
Halloween.
March. Like it'd be like spring.
That makes sense.
Because Irish.
Oh, okay, cool, whatever, sure. I mean, I'll take
St. Patty's Day is in
I don't
March.
give a fuck when it is. I just want the fucking. I like the marshmallows, man. I can eat that shit without the milk. But yeah, I would totally pour myself a bowl of diabetes and eat that shit, you know?
Marshmallows and milk.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I would totally do that. So yeah, Fruity Pebbles, Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms.
I think the only two
I think I'm going to go with Lucky Charms marshmallows. Like, just the box of that.
Okay. That's so yeah, definitely 2 that I can agree with in there. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I put that at number 1.
Yeah, that's your favorite.
That's my all-time favorite cereal.
Oh, what up? Okay.
So you went with like trashy, fruity cereal that I hate.
First of all, don't come at my cereal like that, okay? You have
Jesus is gonna be disappointed.
You have your own fucking opinion, and Jesus, you fucking too, man. You guys have your opinion, okay? And he's a health nut, so I get it. You know, you like your fucking bland ass fucking Cheerio
for his
bullshit.
Fucking Cheerios.
You know what I do with Cheerios when I used to have to eat Cheerios, even Honey Nut Cheerios, is I fucking put sugar in that bitch.
Pour just a bag of sugar on that shit.
Pour sugar in it. So like when you drink the milk, there's still sugar left at the bottom.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's my favorite. Or when you're like getting spoonfuls from the bottom of just sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is why I have holes in my teeth.
Yeah. I can get on that trait. All right, so yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number 1 for me.
Fuck yeah.
And then some of my answers might have changed from when I told Jesus this, but I think I'm sticking to what I told him.
Okay.
I'm going to go Cookie Crisp next.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I know it's like awful, but it's so good.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, fuck, bro. I forgot about Reese's.
Yeah.
The Reese's
forgot
Puffs.
about a lot of shit.
Oh, my God. See, I'm not a big cereal
These
person.
These are top shelf cereals, man.
Bro, these are like name brand shit. Like
that's why we forget, because we can't afford 5 of those.
Yeah, good point. Good fucking point.
Pops. Golden Pops, like the little corn pops.
No, you get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That's a childhood thing for me. We used to just get those like constantly. And if I'm counting Cocoa Wheats as cereal as well, which I'm not going to, but have you ever had Cocoa Wheats?
No.
It's like chocolate oatmeal. And it's the shit.
Okay, well, I'm going to point 2 facts out for you. I don't like Wheaties, first of all.
It's not Wheaties.
And I don't like oatmeal.
It's not. It's more like...
I like chocolate.
It's like a chocolate pudding, but hot, and it's so good.
Chocolate pudding, but hot?
Yeah, with a little texture to it. We're getting way sidetracked.
Wait, you make it hot?
Well, yeah, you make a boiling pot of water or milk, and then you add it's just a box of fucking cocoa wheats that you just dump into a pot, and then you mix that up, and got yourself fucking breakfast.
No, that sounds disgusting.
It's the shit. You pour some Hershey syrup in there, too.
Oh, I would do that with my Frosted Flakes sometimes, too, if I wanted to spice it up a little bit, you know?
That's like full-blown diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All of this is, to be fair.
Speaking of spicy, I got another thing to tell you after we get done with this.
Okay. So I'm not going to count Cocoa Wheats, but that's another childhood thing up there with Pops.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go Cocoa Krispies. Like Cocoa Rice Krispies for sure. And especially when they turn like the milk into chocolate milk and you drink that after. Fuck
So
your Fruity
cool.
Pebbles.
Yeah, see, fuck you. No.
Those taste like fucking trash.
No. Whatever.
Like a clown came in my milk.
I bet you taste like trash. Fuck off with that bullshit.
I taste like a clown came in your milk. I mean, that's probably accurate. Like,
so people out there that are listening to this, let us know what your top 5 favorite cereals are, either on Instagram or Facebook, or email us, whatever, and we'll write some of your guys' answers, or we won't write them down because then people wouldn't be able to hear them on the podcast. We'll say them what they are on the podcast. So give us what your guys' top 5 favorite cereals are.
Okay, yeah. Hell yeah, guys. Write in, email us, social media, whatever.
And
just let us know.
Tell Wes and Jesus that they're fucking wrong for not liking Fruity Pebbles.
Well, I still got 2 more.
Okay, what else you got?
Definitely not Fruity Pebbles.
Well, duh. We figured that one out. Thanks, fucking Captain Obvious.
Captain Crunch. That's not one of them either.
I know it's not.
That shit just ruins your mouth.
Yeah.
And you're screwed for the rest of the day.
Like I said,
you just feel like the shredded skin hanging from the roof.
Like I said, you gotta let it get a little soggy first. That's one of those cereals that, like, if you don't like a lot of milk in your cereal, you have to put a lot of milk in your cereal.
That's not why I'm eating cereal. Cereal that I have to wait for can go somewhere else. Like, catch me somewhere else with that shit. You can miss me with that.
You, like, tell your wife when you're on your way home, you're like, hey, put me a fresh pot of cereal on.
Like it's my morning coffee. No, dude, you gotta like let it marinate. No. Yeah.
Well, if you don't want your mouth to feel like
no, this isn't a turkey dinner. We're not basting my cereal. Like, fuck off. Milk's not like gravy.
Two more.
Oh well, okay, yeah. So cinnamon life.
Okay.
For sure, not regular life. Cinnamon life.
Okay.
So sweet, so bad for you, so good. And then fuck, what's my last one?
You can't even remember what it is.
I can't remember what my last one was. Oh,
Me dipping my balls in your milk?
Sugar Smacks.
What? I don't know if I know what Sugar Smacks are.
Or
honestly.
Honey Smacks is the other brand of them, but they look like little peanuts kind of with like a crease down the middle, or like little tiny shells, but they're like a golden brown color and they're like glazed in like sugar, I guess. And I mean, it's just a corn-based cereal, but it's so good. They're like light and airy little tiny nuggets of awesomeness, and it's fantastic.
Heard. Okay. Babe, what about you?
You got a top 5 cereals?
You got top 5 cereals?
I know it's a tough one to think about because it's just cereal, but
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I love breakfast, but I don't have a favorite cereal.
Yeah.
Heard. Okay, so speaking of spicy,
oh, speaking of spicy,
yeah,
Sean Spicer?
No,
Oh,
we're not going that route today.
he's gonna be Dancing on the Stars or Dancing with the Stars or whatever.
I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Okay, we have bigger things to talk about right now. Okay.
Other than spicy.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we're talking about spicy.
Oh.
Not that spicy.
Sean Spicy.
No, we're not talking about Sean Spicy. We're talking about a different spicy.
Spice Man. I know. I ruin everything with politics.
Okay, so, and you might know what I'm talking about if I just say this. Does your wife have a spicy lip gloss?
Like a Fireball candy lip gloss?
No.
What do you mean spicy?
Okay, like, I
like sexy or the flavor?
no. It's not like a flavor either. It's
Sensation?
You're gonna have to tell me what it is, babe, because I don't know. I don't know. She's chewing something.
Is it like the Hims and Hers lube where it's
No.
like fire and ice?
So it's Too Faced. It's the lip injection lip gloss. So it's it makes your lips like plump,
Okay.
but it kind of tingles. It kind of burns a little bit while it does it.
What's in it that does that?
I don't know.
And that's probably what makes them plump because you're like irritating the skin. Yeah.
It's probably not good for you, but I like using it.
I wonder if it's just like cayenne pepper or something that they just like.
Maybe.
Regardless, she fucking goes to go leave the other day and kisses me on the lips with this shit on.
No warning.
No warning. And I'm just sitting there
you
on
were planning that, right?
No. So I'm sitting there on the chair and I'm like holding the baby and I'm like licking my lips and I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, why does it feel like I just ate spicy food?
You're like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone with the icy hot.
Yeah. And I'm like licking my lips like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's like burning my lips. And like, what? And then it fucking hit me. And I was like, she had that fucking lip gloss on.
Yeah.
Yet no.
That's the band Flaming Lips. That's how they got started.
He texted me and was like, next time, please don't kiss me with your spicy lip gloss.
Your kisses are so spicy. You got spicy kisses.
I thought that's what you meant when you said to spice things up.
Oh shit.
That's awesome. I want some spicy lip
No,
gloss.
you don't. No, it's
I'm curious.
It's very
now.
uncomfortable, actually. Babe, go get some.
I want to know.
Lips. Don't kiss him, but
I want to know what's in it. What is this?
You can try it if you want.
I don't want.
No, put a little bit on your lips, bro. Do it.
Is
Just
it
put
gonna-
a little bit on your finger
Okay, I was
and then
gonna
like put it up, like rub it all across your lips.
Okay. Why? It seems like it would. Like it's got kind of like it looks like it should taste like vanilla.
It does not taste like vanilla.
No. Now just like put it on your rub it all across your lips.
It doesn't say what's in it, which it feels like it should, but I guess it's not. It's not
Let me see.
technically like a food, so they don't have to put ingredients on it. But you're still
probably
putting it in
online.
your body, you know. I feel so feminine right now.
Oh God.
Nothing yet.
No, give it a second, because it took a second for me too, because I was like, she had left, and so like I kind of like disassociated myself with like, oh, she just gave me a kiss or whatever.
Oh fuck! Is this gonna ruin my podcasting experience?
Nah, it's not that bad. It might like.
I'm starting to feel a little tingle.
Yeah,
it's
it's a weird tingling, bro. Like it's.
Are my lips gonna get all big and puffy? Am I gonna look like voluptuous and like say like, "Mwah, boys"?
Maybe.
This might be like what I needed in life.
Oh God.
Because I'm a thin-lipped white person, but if I could like pump it up a little.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Okay.
No, this is not okay.
You don't like it?
No.
No?
Why is that? Like, why does that exist?
Listen, this is my concern. I'm like, women do this to themselves. Women physically put themselves into discomfort in order to please other people. And it's like... Well,
that's not for other people. But you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Even if it's to make yourself feel prettier.
But I have thin white people lips as well. So I got to do something about it.
This is a problem. Like, now that I have it on my lips, I'm like, what did I commit to?
it'll go away. It doesn't last forever.
Okay, well, it better not last forever. It's like an acid trip. You're like, am I going to come down?
Nope.
Am I just like this now?
Nope. But it's uncomfortable, isn't it?
There's like, yeah, it is uncomfortable. I don't like it. There's a long list of complaints I have about like, well, let's rephrase that because I want this to be feminist and not anti-woman.
Be PC here.
Yeah,
PC.
But like, pant sizes don't make sense. Like, you just do a single number and that makes no fucking sense.
Okay, but here's the issue though, is that different companies, their numbers are different sizes.
Oh yeah, you could be like a JCPenney 3 or whatever and like you're Old Navy 6 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But with guys, like if I go to like JCPenney and I get 32 32s, they're going to be the same as if I go to Target and get a 32 32.
I mean, pretty close. I mean, with slight variation.
I mean,
almost always exactly 32 32.
Most of the time, it depends on what type of pants you get. So you can get like the slim fit or the baggy, and so like that's mostly what you have to look out for when you go to different stores. Is like you have to look at the specific like type of pants that you're getting, not the size though. Like, I can always make sure that I get 32 32s and they'll fit me. Like, I just have to make sure that I get kind of, like, the slim fit and don't get, like, the super baggy ones or, like, super slim or something like that. You know, I just make sure that I get, like, the right kind. But I don't change the size of it from store to store. Women do. I think that's an issue.
Yeah. I think it's an issue. Does that bother you? Because I'd go shopping at the mall with Crystal and we go from store to store and she's a different pant size in every store.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because you have to try things on. I hate online shopping because you're not going to know if it's going to fit you.
Yeah.
You never know until you get it and then you got to send it back and it's a whole process. And I'd rather just try it on in the store, know that it's going to fit because you really don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it infuriates me as a man. Like, I'm just upset constantly when I go shopping with her. I can't imagine what that's like for you guys.
Women's clothing is so ridiculous because, like, it'll be, like, a trend. Like crop tops will be in fashion. And then, like, every freaking place you go, it's all crop tops. Like, not everybody wants to wear something where their, like, stomach is showing.
Yeah. I mean, even this lip gloss, as I'm sitting with it on, I'm just like, men would never come up with this on their own, like, to do to themselves, unless it got you high or it made you come. Yeah. Otherwise, we're not putting hot shit on our lips. Like... Those are the facts.
That's so true, man. That is so fucking true. That's so funny.
I mean, the one exception of the rule with the women's thing is like heels. Men invented heels, but that's because like they locked into the for like riding horses. Like, the stirrups like locked in better that way. That's what heeled shoes were originally invented for. But then like somebody was like, well, it makes your butt look great, your legs look great, so women should wear them. And I like.
I think men should have nice butts and legs too. I think men should wear high heels.
There's a few men who do, and they pull like. Have you ever watched an Eddie Izzard comedy special?
No.
He's a transvestite, or I guess he calls himself that. He calls himself that.
Whoa.
I don't
like that word.
I don't like it either. But
transvestite, transgender.
Well, okay, so you have to watch his comedy specials because he calls himself that. But now he calls himself transgender. I don't care what
he calls himself. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going off of memory
here. You have to be PC, and it's transgender, okay?
I don't like.
It's not a policeman, okay? It's a police officer.
Oh yeah, okay? It's not a stewardess. It's a flight attendant.
Exactly.
It's not a waitress. It's a server.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I know. I just, I'm a little mad that you like dogged on me for that now. We're gonna have issues later.
This is gonna come back to me. I already know.
I'm I'm already planning my revenge.
Remember, it's not a manhole. It's a maintenance hole.
Dude, that's okay. We're on the same side.
It's not manpower. It's a workforce. Like, I can go all day, dude.
What are we gonna get to the point where I don't want to get too sidetracked here, but are we gonna get to the point where like you can't even like animal name things? So like horsepower of an engine, are we gonna be like that's mean to horses, or like or it's mean to other animals?
Eventually, yeah.
I got a squirrel powered engine.
I do feel like no, that's still mean to squirrels. How are you? Could you like?
You're mean to horses.
Oh yeah,
it's horsist.
That is horses.
Or equinist.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that one actually.
Horses, equine. Okay.
Yeah.
We can leave that there.
Way over the head there, bud.
What's in the box?
Is that their scientific?
What's in the box?
The scientific name for a horse?
I don't know if it's technical. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Fuck off.
It's part of the. It's like the family of animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Okay, leave me alone. Anyways, back to women and having to do all this shitty stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know. You guys do it to yourselves, so I can't really say that it's like shitty if like.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like the heel thing is a choice, but it still sucks, right?
The heel thing is not as much of an issue as like I don't know, like body hair is like a big thing. Like there are plenty of like boys out there that are like, oh, I'm not gonna have sex with a girl if she isn't shaved, or like even in high school, like I was even like a person at one point that was like would shame people, like women, if they didn't shave their legs. I'm like, oh, you should shave, but it shouldn't be like that. Like I obviously have somebody that doesn't care about like body hair, but not everybody's like that. So there's a lot of pressure like to go get waxed, or even like when it comes to like your eyebrows, you have to make sure your eyebrows are plucked. And
my
this whole
question
thing
was, how was it obvious to other people that I didn't
I guess it's
care?
not. I guess to Wes it's obvious because he knows you.
Well,
not obviously. For those of you who don't know,
I do not care if my woman does not shave or not. I mean, I don't want, like if I'm trying to have fun, I don't want to have to take a machete and cut down a forest just to get to you. But I'm also not going to shame you for not shaving for like a couple of days. Like, I don't give a shit. That's not going to bother me. Like, I don't expect myself to fucking shave every fucking day. And I'm a hairy-ass person, so no. That would be wrong of me to have all this hair and to not shave my armpits and everything. And then to shame another human being, regardless of what their gender is, for not shaving.
Yeah.
Like, that's immature.
I like a well-trimmed hedge, but I'm not going to complain if the landscaper didn't stop by,
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you
love
on
my
that.
wife. And also, like, she's going to hate that I even said this. I'm not even going to say her name, but you guys know her name. But, like, Latin women have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And it's just something, like, she's learned to deal with over time, and I don't care, so...
Exactly.
Sometimes I'll kiss a mustache. I like it. A little wild beard hair will pop up in my mouth, and I'm like, oh, that one's not mine. Don't tell Crystal.
Oh, God.
Nobody show her this.
Bless you. Bless you.
I don't want to get sidetracked again, but just because that happened, I have a theory on where "bless you" comes from.
I know where it comes from.
Oh, you know where it comes from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
Mine was gonna be stupid.
Well, let's hear yours first, and then I'll give you the real reason why.
It sounds like a chew, so people were just like, "Oh, it sounds like you're saying bless you," and they just went with that.
No, it was no,
bless you.
That was way wrong.
I
Way
know.
wrong. They say bless you because you can die when you sneeze.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's intense.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard of that where like your heart can like stop.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's intense.
You sneeze so hard that it like stops your heart.
Yeah.
So you can die from sneezing. So it's like the Christian way of saying like bless you. Well, I don't know necessarily Christian, but it's just you're hoping that somebody doesn't die.
Yeah.
Is basically what you're saying. Is like bless you, I hope you don't die.
Yeah. Okay. That puts it makes the Dan Cook joke less funny because he used to have a joke where it was like, he told somebody bless you, and they were like, "I'm an atheist."
Oh yeah. I remember that joke.
Somebody sneezes and you're like, "When you die, nothing happens." Instead of saying "bless you."
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You know where the middle finger comes from?
I feel like I've heard this before, but I do not remember.
They don't know, actually. They
Oh,
don't necessarily
fuck
know where it
you.
comes
Why
from.
would you
Yeah,
ask a
just to-
leading question like that? Like
just to
you
fuck
knew.
with you. I had a book that was like
That's strike 2, bud.
100. Oh shit! I'm already on strike 2, and we're only like 40 minutes into this. I had a book of useless information, and so like
That's a good book to have and to write and to publish. Just useless stuff. I like it.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Somebody made money off that.
I barely read. I can tell you all of the books that I've read from front to back. My Brother's Keeper, and the Book of Useless Information.
And the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
No, I did not read
Those
that.
are the only books that you've
Read front to back. I think without it being like school like forced. So like what was that one? With
Mein Kampf.
with the judge or
Didn't even phase him.
no, the that was school oriented, okay? I had to read it. Shut up.
We learned about World War II.
Is it To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, yeah.
Um
That's the name of the book.
No. And then there were none.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the one. I didn't read To Kill a Mockingbird because I didn't give a shit.
I didn't either. I
Agatha
spark
Christie.
noticed it.
Yeah. Yep. But and then there were none was another one but that was school, forced again. So what was the one with the two brothers and the one is like
Oh, Of Mice and Men.
is that
The one's like dumb and the other's like
yeah,
smart.
and he ends up having to kill him at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Because, well, I mean, it's what, decades old at this point? Like, everybody knows, like, he kills fucking the short guy that always has his hands and greased up glove. Like, that was part of the story, was that the Curly or whatever the fuck the dude's name, he was the short little dude, and he had the sexy wife or girlfriend that was on the farm, and it was George and Larry.
Yeah.
And Larry's the dumb one.
Yeah, and Larry
And
ended
he
up
snapped the chick's neck on accident
yeah.
because he's trying to help her or something.
I think they were just like playing around or something like that.
Yeah, and it got a little too.
Yeah, and then he ended up snapping her neck, but there was no way that anybody was gonna believe that it was an accident.
Yeah, so then George has to shoot him.
Yeah, because he's like, I would much rather be the one that killed you instead of somebody else. Which, by the way, if it comes down to it, I want you to kill me, Wes.
I've told multiple people this before. It doesn't even have to come down to me doing something where like they're gonna put me to death. It's just like if I get to the point where I can't wipe my own ass, just kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there too. If I become a vegetable, like you might as well just pull the cord.
Not even a vegetable. The second I can't reach anymore, just shoot me in the face.
I want somebody to wipe my ass. Like our daughter's gonna do that.
Oh, that's a good
I wipe
point.
your ass. It's your turn.
Come here, Avy.
Nah,
Come get Daddy's pooper.
She can spend the time wiping your ass, but when it comes to me, I don't want her to have to waste her time having to take care of me then that way. I mean,
then why do we have kids if she's
because we're gonna become rich and famous, and we're gonna make somebody else fucking wipe our ass. We're gonna pay somebody to wipe our ass while our daughter goes out there and enjoys her life.
So now some stranger has to wipe my ass?
Yes.
I'm gonna pay Jeff Bezos to wipe my ass.
Dude.
This is a running theme. I love Jeff Bezos.
Dude. I'm gonna pay, hopefully, he's not gonna be alive.
Trump?
Yeah. I like how you knew exactly where I was gonna go with it.
He seems to be like handling the stress of presidency like a little too well. Like
he's not like doing anything.
Because he's disassociated with
it. You
it.
see Obama after the first 4 years, and then the second term after like 8 years, it was like he aged a good 40 years.
Do you see him now though? He looks better.
Way better.
Yeah, he looks because of all that fucking stress. But Trump doesn't give a shit.
No.
He's not like hearing all this information and like freaking out like every other president was.
Yeah.
You know?
He's all messed up on diet pills too. Like he's doing great.
Yeah, true that. Hey, get the fuck away from politics. I'm not doing it this episode. Okay, I'm not about it.
You want to talk about Epstein again?
No, I don't. I really don't. Okay.
There's new stuff.
I've been like calm this past week, and I've been relaxed, and all it's gonna do is piss me off, and I'm good on that for this episode.
Because I've got like some real bad news I could give you about a bunch of stuff.
I
We could go with the lighthearted stuff this episode, but
I
like
would
the
like to.
Amazon's on fire.
I know.
And like
I know, and that it hurts.
Jair Bolsonaro's like terrible. It's all awful.
It all hurts.
Yeah.
Hey, but it did rain in the Amazon, though.
Oh, good.
It did rain.
The fire you can see from space got a little rain on it.
Yeah. So, where do you think the fire came from?
I mean, it's proven that it was slash and burn farmers, where Jair Bolsonaro basically under the table gave the order that it was okay to do this, where like it's slash and burn farming, but it's definitely illegal.
Yeah. Well, duh, it's protected fucking land.
He's doing it for profit, but I mean, he's literally burning the earth's lungs.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, how fucking stupid can you be? How fucking dumb?
I don't think he's stupid. I mean, I get your anger at this, but I think it's a calculated move, because he's like 50 something, I think, or maybe like late 40s. So he's doing the calculus of how much longer am I going to be around and how rich can I get while I have power. And that's it. He doesn't care about the long-term effects. It's short-term power and money.
That is dumb.
I mean, it's
dumb.
dumb in a way, but
that's dumb in my
he's
mind.
not a dumb guy. It's just, it's the worst perspective you could have being a world leader.
I think that makes you dumb because
fair. Okay.
Obviously, you only give you're so selfish that you only give a shit about yourself and you don't give a fuck about like.
Yeah. There's a mosquito back there.
Did you get it?
It's right there.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
I got away from you too.
Dude, I fucking smashed his legs or something.
Did I catch? Oh, I got him out of the air, but he lived. What the fuck?
You
I
fucking
caught
suck.
A mosquito.
You
and it
fucking
didn't
suck,
die.
dude.
I've never done that before, where you just like catch
it.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi over here.
I don't have chopsticks or anything. I could have if I was provided chopsticks at the start of the show. I might have been able to pull that off.
Shut up.
Your lack of preparation.
Plus, do you think I fucking have chopsticks? Do you think I can use chopsticks? I've never. Well, I can't say that. I've used chopsticks once in my life.
There's a me so horny joke in here somewhere.
Somewhere. We'll find it. Anyways, I think that I don't care how smart you are in your decisions to becoming like a powerful person. If you don't give a shit about the rest of humanity and ensuring the existence of humanity, you're a dumb person all around. And every decision that you have made up to this point is probably only for your own selfish benefit.
Totally.
And that makes you a dumb person. Because you don't give a shit about the whole fucking reason that you're here in the first place.
Yeah.
Is because people gave a fuck about making sure that the human race could continue to exist. And now you are making choices to make sure that that doesn't happen for your own selfish shit.
Yeah.
That is dumb. That's stupid. It's immature. It's arrogant. And I would never, ever agree with that. I think you're fucking stupid. Honestly. I mean, I know that, like, we don't live that fucking, it's not like I live like an Amish life where I don't use electricity and all that other shit, but like, at least I don't try and burn down the fucking Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, there's some forethought into the way we use energy and the way we use our resources, and it's kind of like the system that's been built that we have to rely on, but it's incredibly short-sighted to just burn down the Amazon because you're trying to get rich real quick.
Exactly. That's why I think you're dumb.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I still disagree, but I think I see what you're saying.
I think that he can be a smart person, but I don't think that he's an intelligent person. Because an intelligent person would give a fuck about the rest of the human existence. Does he have kids?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think
because if he has kids, he's even fucking more dumb.
I almost see it as like a disorder, though, or like some sort of mental handicap where like he can only think about himself. Yeah, it's narcissism. It's the same thing we're dealing with Trump, but just to a lesser degree. He's not burning down the Amazon, but it's a similar case study where you're like, this guy just sucks because he's all about himself.
True.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to take a break here.
Cool.
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, get him out now.
Okay, we're back. Okay.
Okay. We're back, MK.
Drugs are bad, MK.
What was... my bag.
Yeah, you suck.
And I just spit all over the place when I said bag. My bag!
I'm glad you did it towards the floor instead of into the microphone, you know?
Okay.
So we just had a wonderful gas station experience.
Every time we go to the gas station, it's an adventure, guys.
I feel like we always have good adventures together, Wes.
Oh, yeah. We always get into some weird shit where we're like, why did that happen?
I feel like, we're just approachable people too. We're non-threatening in the first place. So people just automatically feel like they can come up to us and talk to us, whether they're asking us for money or whatever this dude was fucking talking about.
Well, that's always been my life goal, is to be a non-threatening white guy. So I feel pretty accomplished tonight.
I think that you got that on lock there, buddy. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Just saying.
Yeah.
You pull that off without trying.
I put a lot of work into it, man. I don't like the way you're talking about it. It took effort to be non-threatening and white and a guy.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, fair. That's probably fair.
So we walk up to the gas station and I go inside and I'm buying the beer and a pop for my wife, and I'll let you go with the rest with what happened to you.
So you left Susan and me alone all by ourselves out in the wilderness, and
the wilderness in front of a speedway, by the way.
The side of a speedway.
I didn't leave you on the side of it. I left you in the front. You went to the side. That's your fault.
All right, Dad. Come back from getting your cigarettes already.
I tell my wife that all the time. I'm like, I'm going to go get cigarettes. Air quotes.
Never comes back.
Oh,
you should
shit.
go stay at a hotel one night and just come back the next day.
No. My wife would freak out. She would fucking freak out.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea, but it'd be funny. So Austin goes in. I see this dude walking from across the street, across a major road, the main road through town right here.
And he doesn't walk on the crosswalk.
No, just across the street. From a bar to a speedway.
Which, that should give you the inclination, if somebody doesn't use the crosswalk and they just, walk across the street and, the crosswalk is, a good, maybe 50 yards up the road, it's probably a dangerous person.
Maybe. I mean, fair bet.
You've got, every time you meet somebody, it's a 50-50. You'll never know until you start, talking to them and, kind of get to know them or whatever. But if somebody, just jaywalks, you've probably got a 80-20 now, and 80% that they're probably going to be a dangerous person. I wouldn't fuck with them.
It does bump it up a little bit, especially when they're wearing all black and their hood's up, and it's I can't see who this dude is as he's walking up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm walking Susan around, and I see him coming across the street, but I don't think much of it. And as I get back around to the front of the speedway, he's at the sidewalk now. And he walks up to me and says some shit that I could not understand. I'm still not sure the exact sentence he said to me, but it was something like, yo, you got an OP I can pop or something like that? And I was like, what? And he was like, something about Sicilians, and it just kept rambling where it was like, the fuck are you talking about? But I'm just dumbfounded. I was like, what? What are you saying? And I was like, you can hit this black and mild, because I had my black in my hand. And he was like, that's what I asked. I was like, I do not know what the fuck you're talking about. I had a moment where I just had to stop and be honest with the guy. Because I felt dumb. I was like, he's just on another level than me. He knows the street lingo, and I'm just dumb white guy that is super embarrassing and awkward to have around right now. But then you come out, because it's at that point where I hand him the black. And he was like, yeah, the operators are messing with me around here. And y'all have any of that problem? And I was like, what? And then you walked up.
So I, see a dude standing next to Wes. And he's got his back to me. And so he's looking down at, my dog. And so I walk up and do the whitest shit ever. And I'm like, oh, Susan, you making some friends over here?
Because you assume it's a cool dude that I just met out in front of a speedway.
Because of my dog. That's what I had assumed. And
because I'm pretty dope myself.
Sure, we'll go with that. And I say like, "What's up?" to him, and I think that like he's gonna be cool. He's gonna be like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" I was just seeing if I thought that he was just gonna be so cool, and then the moment he started talking out, did the same thing. It was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" I have no idea. And he was like, "Why don't the Italians like fuck with me?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Do you think we're Italians?
I mean, yeah, what? No. Neither of us look Italian at all.
Not really. Like,
maybe you
a little
more
bit.
than me. Definitely you way more than me. I look like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna make the joke, but I do not look like.
Hey, that's my job.
Yeah, and I'll leave that to you. I look like a basic white person.
Turk my derb.
Anyways, so then he's like, oh, the ops are fucking with me. I think that, like, we're really gonna have to do something. And me and Wes are both just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, I don't get it. I have
think
no
I
idea.
said, like, oh, really? Or something to that effect in that moment. I was like, oh, yeah? Like, what?
Then he was like, do y'all fuck with spectators? And I was like, is that, like, a group or something? And he was like, nah, it's the bar over there. And there's, like, a bar that's, like, across the street. And I just like I was like, oh, like me and you both did like the same like white person. Oh,
in unison. And I was super self-aware in that moment because it was like, this is going really poorly. And then we both went, oh, and I was like, this is bad.
Yeah, this is real bad. He was like, why don't the Italians, like fuck with me, like, you know what I'm saying, like Sicilian, like Dominican, like Mexican. He was like, I don't think I'm like full Mexican.
None of those are even remotely close to the same thing either now that I'm thinking about it. It didn't even hit me till now that he just listed off Sicilian, Dominican, Mexican, like those were connected somehow.
And I'm like, you don't look Mexican at all. Like if he would have started speaking Spanish, then maybe. Like, but anybody can know Spanish nowadays. Like, you could be a full-on white person and know Spanish and be from Mexico and be Mexican.
I'm full-blown white. and I know I just like this phrase, full-blown white. Anyway. It's like full-blown AIDS, but white.
It's a disease. Yeah, I tried to get away from that situation as quick as possible, man.
I learned to always keep an extra black and mild on me because you can use those as get out of jail free cards. Because he originally, like, the first thing he said was, you got $1. And then he just rambled after that. Because it was like, nah, man, I don't even have my wallet on me. And he said something like, you got your ID? And I thought that he was going to have me go buy him something. But I was like, no, I don't have my wallet on me.
When he said something about like the Italians, and he was like talking about like tweakers, he was like, he said like Italians,
and then tweakers, he was like, I totally forgot.
Like the tweakers and shit, and he like tweaked his head too, and that's when I was like, are you calling white people Italians? Like what is going on? Do you mean like European? Like what?
I thought he was calling us tweakers for a second too. I was like, from everything you've like interacted and learned from us so far, I'm like straight edge white lame dude.
Right. I'm buying Bud Light, buddy. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do here in this situation.
It was really fucking weird, guys. Like, we didn't know what to do with the situation. We were both, because you walked into it completely unaware. And
I walked into it so cool too. Like I thought that this was gonna be like a cool conversation. Like it was just gonna be like some dude that was just like saying what's up, and that was like, oh, that's a cute dog, whatever. Like, and y'all were just like bullshitting or whatever. And then he started talking, and I was just like, whoa.
I saw you walk out the door, and I was just like, all I could think in my head was like, hurry, 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 like get here quicker so I can leave this moment. And you're walking up thinking like, oh, cool friend, and it's like, no, that's not what this is at all.
I should have just walked up and been like, let's fucking go.
I would have appreciated that.
Like, pissed as fuck. Like, the gas station attendant was like a dick to me or something like that, and I was pissed. But no, the gas station guy was cool as fuck. He's wearing my Bring Me the Horizon sweatshirt. He was like, oh, I like your sweatshirt, man. He was like, I'd wear cool stuff like that, but I'd probably get fired. I was like, oh, yeah, I feel it, man.
This is another thing I've learned is, especially where I live now, is like if you want to meet some interesting people that'll make you feel really uncomfortable, just go to the gas station and hang out for like 10 minutes. You'll meet someone.
Just stand out there. in front of the gas station. You'll meet some great people. Some real great people.
And they'll kick you out, too, if you stand there too long because they think you're homeless. They're like, get out of here, fucker. And you're like, no, I'm trying to meet homeless people.
They're like, are you also homeless? Nope.
Just doing a study.
Nope. Just trying to figure out how long it takes to meet a homeless person. Oh, look, here's one now.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of experience. I was telling you about the one where the dude, there's like a dentist by the UDF that's like by my house, like right at the entrance to the neighborhood. Dentist, Donato's.
Oh, I forgot about hitting the mark button.
I did it for you. It's okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Dentist, Donato's, UDF, which it's a weird like run of businesses right there.
Yeah. You might think it's weird, but it's actually perfect.
Well, they all have D's in them. It's Donato's, Dentist, UDF, or Dentist, Donato's, UDF. Dentist, Donato's, Dairy.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Whatever.
I felt like I needed to explain it more.
Continue.
Oh, are you sure you don't need me to explain it another way?
I think I fucking got it.
All right, so there's always homeless people out there in front of the UDF, and they like to stand on like the sides so the attendants don't see them. So I always park on the side just because it's like you pull in, park on the side, and walk around. It's way faster. So this dude's just like out there, and I don't think he noticed me go in, but as I was coming back out, he stopped me, and obviously he was asking me for money at first, but then he wants to tell me like this whole story, and he starts explaining like I came from the dentist, and he's clearly still fucked up on like pain meds, but he's telling me that they didn't give him pain meds because he had like prior conditions, but he's clearly fucked up on something.
They were probably like, you came in here fucked up.
That might have been the case.
We're not giving you shit. Like, I'm going to pull your teeth, and I don't have to give you any pain meds because you're probably already on some.
Yeah. So this dude has no teeth at all now.
He's just gumming it.
He had 2 before I met him. Well, like an hour ago, he had 2 teeth. And he's got them in this little clear plastic carrying case that you get from the dentist. Like, you want to keep your baby teeth for, like, the tooth fairy? But this is, like, a full-blown adult homeless dude. And he's like, I'm keeping these. They might be worth something later. And he's totally got, like, that type of voice. Like, he's just way back in the throat, and he's been smoking for so fucking long. And
I've been smoking for 55 years.
Yeah. That with just a tinge of, like, Alex Jones in there.
Oh, God.
So he's telling me this whole story, and I'm like, I'm feeling bad for him. And here's where, like, the turn comes. He asked me if I want to hold his teeth. And I'm like, I try to politely be like, no. Like, why would I want that? Like,
why would I want to hold your fucking teeth? See, when you told me that story too, I've been trying to think of like a reason as to why he would want you to hold his teeth.
I have so many questions.
The only thing that I can think of is that he wanted to suck you off. He's got no teeth now. It's all gum, man.
Oh, he's trying to, like, impress me. Like,
yeah, he's like, I don't have any teeth. Look here, you can hold him. You can check him out. Like, now I don't have any teeth.
But the teeth aren't a good, like...
I can just gum you, bruh.
You know when, like, places put up, like, the banners on the outside windows, and it's like, there's a sale going on, or this item's in stock here, and it makes you want to go in. The window dressing that makes you want to go in. And
he was like, here, hold my teeth.
Yeah, he was his teeth were the window dressing to try to convince me to use his services. And the problem is that they weren't just like bad teeth. They were like rotted out of his head. Like medically he needed to have them removed or his teeth were going to kill him bad.
Yeah.
Like he was going to have a heart attack from bad teeth. So they pull this infected shit and it's like it's a rainbow of just all the worst colors, like all the off greens and the off oranges and the off browns and yeah, just it doesn't look like a tooth. It looks like this dude found like
oh, Jesus. That's probably the best guy to get gummed by, though, man. Because he's probably sucked some dick in his life. He's probably got some experience.
His gums were, like, brown, man. It was, like...
Makes him a little bit more mushier.
You're not even... Oh, dude, like a rotten apple. Oh. I feel like it even kind of has that smell, too. Like, oh, just squishy old apples. It'd be like...
That's so gross.
Fucking a month-old apple pies. Like that guy's face. It's just falling apart and rotten apples are sliding out all over the place.
Fuck, man. Oh, that's gross. It's so fucking gross.
Yeah, I was almost like I had to hold back gagging talking to this guy, and I'm
a
trying
seed
to be.
pops out. He's like, hold on, let me put it back in there.
Okay, so he's like fucked up too. So he's like fumbling with this little plastic case, and it's one of those ones that has like the two little pegs that interlock, and it's real hard to snap them open.
Yeah.
And it's real hard to snap them back closed. So he drops his fucking teeth and wants me to retrieve them. And I've been talking to this guy for like 15 minutes at this point, and I'm like, I was just going to get beer and go back home. I told Crystal, like, I'm just gonna go make a beer run. You want anything? And I'm at UDF for like 20 minutes at this point.
She comes back. She's like, who's the bitch you've been seeing?
Yeah, exactly. I come back smelling like rotten apples, and she's like, who's this whore? So,
was there a special on apple pie prostitutes?
And painkillers and cigarettes and homelessness. So there's a special on homelessness.
He takes you into his cardboard box behind the fucking UDF, you know?
Yeah, it's a good deal. 75% off. Of his body. Like, he's falling apart.
He's like, I'll give you a discount because I ain't got no teeth.
And look, I don't want to like make fun of homeless people. I'm making fun of the situation more. Like, I did feel like really sad for this guy, and I wanted to help him out. But there's also like the human interaction quality of it, where you're like, why are you telling me any of this? You're like, there's something wrong with you, and you shouldn't be outside of this UDF showing people your teeth. And I need to like convey that to you in some way that's not insulting. So I tell the guy after he had a rag with him that was one of those cough rags where this guy's like dying of tuberculosis and his teeth. And he's got like this blood rag he keeps pulling out and coughing into while he's fumbling on the ground trying to get his fucking rotten teeth back in this little plastic case.
He's trying to ask you to like pick up his teeth and to like hold his teeth.
And he wants me to use this rag too, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I'm like getting into my car at this point, like trying to leave the situation. He gets his teeth all back together, and he wants to tell me like his life story, and he starts telling me about like other homeless people around town, and starts telling me their story. And then finally he asks me for money again. And I'm like, I've got change. And he goes, nah, I don't want that. He wanted like $1 or like $5 or something.
Motherfucker, you're asking me for... Beggars cannot be choosers. You ever heard that as a homeless person?
I'm like, the tooth fairy'd give you a couple quarters maybe for that shit.
No, you
You're
ain't
not
getting
getting a
no
whole
quarters
dollar.
for that, buddy. No. She's gonna drop a fucking penny, and that penny was cut in half.
just fucking half a penny.
Yeah, for both of your teeth.
Yeah.
The last two that you had.
A completely worthless penny that you can't even use.
No. Mm-mm.
Because they won't take half a penny. So I tell the guy, I'm like, I don't have any money, but I've got a blanket. So like, he's like, yeah, I'll take that. So then, I'm not proud of this, but I just left and didn't come back because I wanted out of the situation and not to have to deal with it again. I probably should have gone and gotten him because I did have a blanket I could have given him, but it was like, I'm not going back. And also, he might not be there because that's happened to me a bunch of times too. Or like, you go do something nice for a homeless person, you come back and they're not there, so you're just stuck with the thing you did.
He's just standing out front of that UDF still, like shivering. Motherfucker said he would bring me a blanket and some new teeth.
I see him and some new teeth. I see him the next time I go there. And he's just like out there shivering. I'm like, hey, you guys see that guy out there? And he's like, what guy? And I'm like, you know, the guy shivering, asking for a blanket. And he's like, that guy died 5 years ago. Oh, no. He's haunting me. I've had some crazy run-ins out by some gas stations, though.
I'm trying to think about, like, gas station experiences. And
oh, shit.
I don't really have any...
Have you ever just been mobbed by homeless people at a gas station? I've had that happen before, too.
Like, multiple?
Where, like, somebody asks you for money, and you might tell the first person no, and then somebody else asks for you. Like, I went to a Shell on, like, the west side one time. And I was going to get weed across town from, like, some new dude that I didn't know. So I was in this place that I didn't know at all, and I needed gas. So I pulled to this really ghetto Shell, and there's, like, 8 people just lining the front. And immediately when I pull up to the gas pump, dude walks straight to the gas pump before I even get out of the car. And as I'm getting out, he's like, yo, you got a 20? Hell no. Like, for my gas tank, yeah. And he's like, what about 10? I'm like, no, I'll give you $1, though.
Bro, he's fucking... That dude is a negotiator.
He's professionally swindling because he wanted $1, so he started at 20.
This is how you, like, buy and sell things is that you like highball people. So you're like, hey man, you got $100 on you, and then that rich white dude's like, nah, all I got on me is a 50. Here you go,
Exactly.
sort of thing. But if you were like, hey man, do you have $1? And he was like, yeah, here's the $1. I would have given you a 50 if you would have asked for it, sort of shit. So he was smart in that. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but he was very aggressive about it. Like, he wouldn't let up until I was like, yeah, I'll give you $1. So I open up my wallet. I don't have any singles. And I'm like, well, fuck. So I hand him the 5 I have. And the only other bills I have in my wallet are 20s. So I'm like, that's it. Like, you're getting this 5. I'm sacrificing this $5. Go away now. And so he's like, oh, thanks, man. And he doesn't even walk into the gas station like he was going to get something from there. He just fucking walks away. And I'm like, well, okay, cool.
Yeah, because he went to go get drugs. That's why I was asking you for a 20.
Yeah, exactly. So he goes and gets his 5 sack, and the other like 7 people at the front of the shell saw me do that, and some of them noticed that it was a 5. So as I'm walking in, they're like, "Hey, you got something for me?" And I'm like, "No, that was the only one I got." And he was like, "I saw you had other bills in your wallet." I was like,
I don't give a fuck.
So now 3 homeless dudes are all like turned towards me, watching this one dude ask me for more money when he saw me give that one dude a 5. And I'm starting to panic now because I'm like, there's more of them than there are people here. Like, it's all just like dudes begging for money. There's the attendant, me, and one other person at the pump. So, like, if they decide to fuck us up, we're fucked. Like, if those people, they should have just robbed the shell, honestly. They just teamed up. They could have just taken everybody out and got away with it. But, yeah, so I tell the guys no. And I walk in, I get my gas, and then I walk back out. And, like, 3 of them follow me to the fucking car. So I'm just like pumping my gas, and I get into the car while the gas is still pumping, and I'm worried that they're like gonna take the shit out because like there's 1 on the passenger side and then 2 on the driver's side trying to get me to roll the window down. Or I get out and I'm like, guys, I don't fucking have anything, and they're like, aye man, and they back up a little bit, and they just stand there though and watch me do the rest of it. So I put the pump back, fucking click the thing on as fast as I can. They could tell I was scared, obviously, because I'm, like, rushing at this point. I get in my car, and I fucking peel out of there. And they just watched the whole time. It terrified me. Like, scared the shit out of me.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? No, that's never happened to me. I did have a dude the other day. He, like, came up, and I immediately was just like, man, I don't have any money. Because, like, we were in, like, kind of a tough situation at the time. And, like, I had enough money for me, and that was it. Like, I came here to get some beer or something like that. And, like, this is the money that I got for my shit, okay? I worked hard for my fucking money. So if I want to buy some fucking beer, I'm going to go buy some fucking beer. I don't have any money for you. So I immediately was like, I don't have any money. He was like, nah, I wasn't going to ask you for money. I was going to ask you for a ride. He's like, I was wondering if you could take me and my friend, like, up the street. And I was like, oh, hell nah. Definitely not doing that shit, buddy.
Nah.
And I just got my, like, the Honda. So, like, I'm like, first of all, this is a new car to me. I'm not going to let you into my new fucking car with your buddy, who I don't see, by the way. Like, it's just you. It's not like you and your buddy walked up and was like, hey, can you take me and my buddy up the street? Like, no.
It's just a single dude.
No. I'm getting set up. That was the first start to getting set up and robbed, and I'm not about it. Not happening. So I was like, nah, not happening. Nope. But I immediately, like, he walked up, and I was just like, man, I don't have any fucking money. I don't. He's like, I wasn't going to ask you for money. He was like, I'll give you $5. And I'm like, nope, won't do it for $5.
Because you're going to take that $5 back from my cold dead hands after you kill me.
Right, yeah. And my car.
Yeah,
no, I was not doing it, man.
Yeah, dude. I've even had, I probably shouldn't tell this one on the podcast, but I'm going to anyway, because it kind of implicates me, and if a murder ever happens, I could have called somebody, but I think it was harmless. But I was the Speedway in Hilliard where I work. Not at the Speedway. I don't work at Speedway, but that Speedway by my job.
Everybody's rushing the Speedway in Hilliard.
Is Wes here?
He told me you worked here. I just want his autograph. Where is he? Does Wes work here? They're like, no.
I used to work at a Speedway.
Nobody cares. Get on with your story.
Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. Pointless details. You want me to keep going with more? No, so I'm
What are you, a Gemini?
took a weird shit today. I'll get back to the story.
Went baby shit today. Is that useful information for you?
I mean, what time? What time was it?
It's probably around like 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, Mercury's in retrograde. It says a lot.
Heard. No, it's not Mercury. Just got out of retrograde.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it, but I don't care. So it's meaningless to me.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, so I go there like every day to get my beer or my smoke or whatever. So, or sometimes I go there for lunch. Speedway.
The convenience stores of Speedway. Anyways, moving on.
Are you sure you don't want more pointless? No, I'm kidding. So these dudes are pulled up onto the side of the speedway where like the air pump is.
I almost spit my beer out.
And I'm walking in and they stop me as I get to the door. Like they're at the corner and they call me over and I'm like, "What's up? Like you got an ID on you?" And I just think it's like a couple 17 or like 18-year-olds like trying to get cigarettes or fucking something because they up the age. I'm like, "Yeah, I got an ID. I'm going in to get smokes and stuff." And guy was like, "Can you buy me ammo?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "I'll drive you to the store. If you go, I'll give you the money. Can you go in and get me ammo because you got an ID?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. Like, hell no." And he was like, "Will you buy me a gun?" I was like, "If I'm not buying you ammo, I'm not buying you a gun."
You should have started with the gun there,
yeah,
bud.
like he reversed the thing that the other guy did where he started at 20. This guy started at $1.
Dude, what?
Yeah. And I was like, "No, like this is clearly illegal for one. Just like step one, me buying a minor a weapon that they can't legally buy themselves, like fuck off. And then two, like what for? Like
No fucking way.
why am I buying you the ammo? Where it's like it's gonna get traced back to me? Go fuck yourself." Like
Yeah, no.
yeah.
No.
So I noped out of that situation hard, and I was just like, "No, not at all," and just walked away.
You could never get implicated for that.
I mean, if it was cash, it'd be hard to get back to me. But like, if that dude gave me a card or something, like a prepaid card, and was like, "Yeah, go in there and buy it with this," I don't know.
It wouldn't. I don't think that the sale would ever come back to you, especially if they were buying like common ammo. You know that like a lot of people buy.
Yeah, I just don't want to be involved in anything like that, no matter what the fuck. I mean,
Oh,
they could
no,
have
I
been going to the
totally-
shooting range and going for fun, you know?
Totally agree with you, but I'm not taking the fucking chance.
Yeah,
There's no way.
absolutely not. And you don't stop people at a speedway, like a random stranger, like, "Will you go buy me ammo?"
What the fuck?
Like,
It wasn't like, "Hey, can you buy me a pack of cigarettes? Hey, can you buy me some beer?" Like, no, "Can you buy me ammo?" Like, what the fuck?
I think this is the weirdest one that's ever happened to me, where I was like, that was just so out of the fucking blue, where I did not expect that to be the question at all. I was like, no.
No. Not happening.
I'll buy you some cigarettes real quick, but not that.
I'm not gonna go to fucking federal prison for buying you a pack of cigarettes. I'm probably gonna get fined, but I'm not gonna go to prison for that.
Yeah.
Buying you ammo is definitely gonna get me into prison.
Or just wondering every day, like if I did go do it, just every day after that, like what did he need the ammo for? That's gonna haunt me forever, even if I never
mean,
find out he did anything
The only
bad.
thing that I can think of is like protection. Like the dude needed protection, and so he was trying to get ammo, but he knew that he couldn't get it, so he had to find somebody else to do it. But like some random guy at Speedway was your first choice, you know?
It made me question myself too, where I was like, do I look like the guy? Like, am I the guy you ask for ammo?
Like, "Can you buy me ammo?" And you were like, "Oh, I got some in my pocket right here. Here,
Yeah.
just have these."
I just got back from a school shooting. Here.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, be careful what you say there, bud.
I have mouth diarrhea sometimes. I just say things.
Kids are getting arrested out here now, saying dumb shit.
Snatching everybody up.
Hide your kids.
Hide your
your wife.
shooters.
Hide your shooters. They should be hiding anyways.
They
'Cause
should be hiding.
Duh. Ooh, man. Why is it that, like, because gas stations, okay, I was about to ask that stupid ass question, but I answered it on my own in my head as I'm, like, asking it, is why are gas stations always, like, sketchy places like that where people like to hang out? But because it's, like, a place that we like have to go every day or like every other day, you know, like we're constantly going to the gas station, whether it's to get something to drink, get your cigarettes, or to get your gas, you know. And so that's why people that are looking for money or things like that like hang out there, because it's just such a frequent place for people to go. I mean, if you stand there for 20 minutes, 50 people plus will come in and out of there depending on the area. I mean, if you're in a, you know, basic suburban area, you'll stand there for 20 minutes. 50 plus people are going to walk in and out of there buying things. So you've got a good chance of like making money. But then you come into motherfuckers like us, where I'm like, I work hard for every fucking penny that I make. Like, I don't have any money for you. I'm sorry. Like, I might have $5 spare in my pocket, but like, I need that shit.
It's gonna get me through the week. Like,
yeah, I need
$1
that shit.
a day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. My boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
I've never heard that saying, but I like it.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying about guys. It's you get a wide range of people. Like you could get a rich businessman, and then you get us as well. So like if you're looking to cast a wide net, that's a good place to do it. Gas stations are like the Fox News of grocery, where it's like you don't necessarily want to go there, but sometimes you have to. And some people live there. Some people love it, you know? So it's very Fox Newsy.
I think I live at the gas station.
Yeah.
One of the gas station attendants knows my cigarettes.
Yeah.
And pulls them out for me every time.
The UDF is tired of me by my house. They're just like, you're an alcoholic. We get it. Come on.
They're like sitting in there talking. They're like, you think Wes will come in like 2 minutes before fucking we can stop selling beer tonight or not?
Hey, here he comes on a skateboard because he's too drunk to drive.
Right.
I do that a lot.
They've got like a bet pool going on. You know, is he going to pull up in his car or his skateboard today?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Bro, we saw a dude walking out in front of fucking spectators, now that I'm thinking about it, earlier today, because I had to stop and get formula. And the dude had a skateboard in his hand, but it was like a clean skateboard. Like, no scratches on it or nothing. Which, by the way, if you don't know this, the way to be able to tell a real skateboarder from somebody who just has it for, you know,
posing.
Yeah.
Fucking poser.
Is look at the bottom of it. If it's scratched up, if it's all beat up, that dude most likely skates.
I don't even know what kind of board I'm skating right now because it's so scratched. I don't remember what it was when I bought it. I'm just like, it's a board.
I can't say the same. I know what mine is, but mine was kind of special too.
Yeah.
It was a creature board that had a slip plate on the bottom. So like,
board's dope.
I was real excited to get that shit.
Yeah. Or just look at their shoes too. That's another way.
I didn't look at his shoes, but just the way he was walking, man. Like he had like a lean every time he walked. Like he was listening to music and was like kind of like vibing with the music, but he didn't have headphones in.
Just got a natural swagger,
I guess. But then he's got this like clean ass board too, and I was just like, you don't skate.
Fucking feeling himself.
Because he's got the board.
He's got the board. He's got the swag.
But then when I had to go get some tires for our second car, and when I was sitting in the like line, like a group of skaters like skated by, and I was just like, Shibu. Kid like looked at me all weird. I was like, it's okay, whatever.
And you should know what the Shibu is, you fucking skater. Come on.
Don't jump me, please.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck you say?
Right.
You're like, Shibu.
He like jumps me, and as I'm like laying there like twitching on the ground, he looks down and sees my skate or die tattoo on my arm, and he's like, oh shit.
I've made a monumental mistake.
My bad, man, my bad. He's like holding me like an older brother just beat up his younger brother, and he's like trying to get him to shush so he doesn't tell mom, you know. He's like, shh. Don't tell the cops.
You pass out, and he's like, I didn't know.
Right.
Why, God, why?
Oh, shit. I think that's why I got the tattoo on my arm, too. It was like, it's like if I, like, say something wrong to a bunch of skaters and I don't have my board on me or something, I just like pull my sleeve up. I'm like, I'm one of you.
Yeah. Well, it's like how bikers do the double finger point when they go by each other, like motorcycle, like bike gangs and shit.
What? What are you talking about?
The double finger point when they'll even do this, like, yeah,
Kind
of like a gun,
finger banging.
but no, it's more just like I see you on your motorcycle. That's all. Like when my dad had a motorcycle, he'd take me out riding, and I started doing it too. Because when you're on the bike, you start noticing that everybody just does that. That's on a bike. So I was like, okay, I'm part of the club
so do you
now.
put the thumb out or the thumb in?
I mean, some people just do a single finger thumb up or thumb in, thumb out. It doesn't really matter. It's more just
you're just like pointing
it's
at
just
him.
like I see you. That's all.
Like, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. And it's like a unspoken thing between all bikers where it's like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. See, this should be an unspoken thing between all skateboarders that if I go shibu or xiao, you should do that shit back to me.
Immediately, without thinking about it.
That's how you know that you have another skater on your hands.
Yeah, this should be like lizard brain shit where it's like Twitch instinct. Where it's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Man. Fucking gas stations, dude.
Write in with your gas station story, guys. Because
Right.
you got a cool one, we want to read it, and we'll read it on the show.
Yeah, you got some crazy stories about gas stations. Please send them in. We got the email, blueskiespodcast@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, like, gas station story or something like that. That way we can see it and we can fucking read that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Bum, 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 bum.
Speaking of Fox News from earlier, I got a fun little headline for you.
Ooh.
It's not political at all. It's just something
Thank
that,
God.
like, it made me mad when I saw it. I didn't read the article. And then when I finally, like, the anger overtook me and I read the article, I just gave in. It was like a good 2-hour period where I was like, the fuck was that headline about? So then I finally gave in and went back to it. Here's the headline. This is from foxnews.com/science.
Whoa.
UFOs, in quotes, UFOs
In quotes.
are coming out of black holes and altering galaxies forever. It's all very new science. That's the fucking headline.
Holy shit.
I saw that and I was like, fuck off, Fox News. Like, what are you doing?
UFOs are coming out of black holes and
altering galaxies forever, and then quotes as if somebody, like a scientist, said this as part of the headline. It's all very new science. End headline. And I want to believe X-Files fan inside of me was like, UFOs are coming out of black holes and they found them? Like, what? Am I dreaming? I got so excited. And then I got mad. And then I ignored the headline. And then 2 hours later, I was still mad.
What? UFOs are coming out of black holes? No shit, man.
I almost came my pants, but then I saw where it was from. I was like, oh, it's Fox News.
Oh, man. And they were like, it's new science.
Yeah. So, I mean, even at here's like the video, like, image that they got on, and it even says it right, they repeat the headline right underneath the... All right. New discoveries lead scientists to believe UFOs are coming out of black holes and altering galaxies. So they're going, like, hard with this headline.
So how are they altering the galaxies?
They've repeated it 3 times now. I'm not even into the, like, the body of the article yet. Thank you. All right, well, now fuck you. All right. Black hole.
That one peaked a little bit.
I'm going to turn the volume down on that bitch.
Don't you repress my burps.
I'm chaining that burp up. It's going in the basement.
You really want to use that?
I mean, I said
I'll put you
revenge
back
is
down
coming.
there. I'll put you back down there.
You know what? The idea I told you that I was doing with the burps, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to set your burps to a porn or something, and it's going to be awful.
That
That'd
sounds
be
pretty
actually
cool,
really
actually.
funny. That'd
Yeah,
be
I
super
don't-
fucking funny. That sounds better than the idea I had to begin with, actually. Where it's just a dude plowing a chick, and then it's just your burps. Instead of her moaning, it's just... And the dude's like, oh, yeah. Pussy's so tight. It's...
She's like coming. This is like a really long burp. Yeah, baby, you like that?
All right, sorry to everybody listening. All right, black holes. Damn it. I have to set your burps to a porn now.
Do it.
I spit on the mic for real that time. I'm having trouble with my B's and my P's. Okay, black holes are still a mysterious force of space-time.
No shit.
So all this is going to be like true shit. Like they're just ignoring that they said that shit 3 times and now they're just like, all right, black holes. With the first image of one having been released just a few short months ago, which did you see that when it happened?
I don't.
The picture of the black hole. They finally got a picture of a black hole.
I think so. I think we might have showed it to each other. Like you
Yeah.
might have showed it to me.
It looks like the eye of Sauron, but like really shitty, low quality. Like,
Let me see if I can pull it up just to fucking look at it.
yeah, if you type in first picture of UFO, that'll pop right up probably.
First picture of UFO.
Oh, black hole. Sorry.
Okay.
See, I'm all about this alien shit. I'm ready to go. Show me them aliens. All right,
I
so
almost typed in UFO.
it's
You
hard not
bastard.
to. They've said it so many times.
Oh yeah. We looked at this. It's like
Yeah.
a shitty quality kind of photo, but I mean,
it looks like
what
a
do you
solar
expect?
eclipse, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, so super neat, great discovery. Fuck Fox News for doing this, because here comes the twist. Now, a new study suggests that UFOs are coming out of black holes, helping to reshape galaxies along the way. According to research published in Astronomy and Astrophysics, hot ionized gas known as ultra-fast outflow UFO is flying out of supermassive black holes and can help explain why there's nearly empty darkness encompassing the center of several galaxies.
Oh, so they just got you.
They called something that's not
An
actually
unidentified flying object.
they used UFO as a buzzword, and also the way it was worded was like, UFOs are changing, like aliens are changing the galaxy? And really, it's just these super hot ionized jets coming out of the center of these black
Can
holes.
you be mad at them, bro? They
Yes.
got you. They got you.
This isn't news.
They got you exactly. It was clickbait, bro. They got you. They did exactly what they wanted to do, and they got you. And they even got you riled up about it. You even went back and read that fucking article.
I'm so mad.
They got you, bro.
I've been mad about this since the day it happened. So here's the thing, too, is they take these little snippets out of, like, this actual paper that was published, and they only talk about, like, the most sensational parts of it, and then they over-sensationalize this one part of it. So they're not even reporting the actual facts, they're just reporting the things that sound cool. And it's like, you're not even doing a good job of telling the story. I mean, you wrote a very misleading but enticing headline, props for that. But at least tell me, like, the real shit, and they just go on about, like, this, like, Michael Bay explosion version of science, where it's like, that's cool and all, but that's not... Yeah. Like, I don't need my science to be Transformers, but what fucking...
Whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you keep looking at my mouth?
Am I looking at your mouth?
It looks like it. I see you looking at me, and then I see your eyes, like, go down.
I don't know. Yeah, pretty mouth, boy.
You know they say that
Boy?
if a chick, like, looks at your mouth, she wants you to kiss her.
Did you guys hear me look at his mouth? Because I looked at it. Did you hear it?
I'm sure that they did not. You piece of shit.
So I just want to show you how much longer this article just continues for. Where, like, they got me with that headline, and now I'm in my car on my lunch break, raging, reading this long fucking article.
You're not even halfway down it.
About nothing, and it says read more at the bottom.
Oh my god. It's just the same shit, like, over and over and over again, like, the same information.
They're just, I mean, you get to, like, the last 3 paragraphs, and it's just blah, 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 blah. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And they just over and over and over again. And you're like, is it The Shining?
On the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
It made me mad, though, because it's, like, the sad state of science reporting, where, like, politics and, like, the economy and finances and entertainment news and all that stuff aside, like, the one thing we should always be able to trust that they're trying to report accurately is science. That should be like the one thing where you're like,
You would think.
yeah, but I mean, science gets stuff wrong. I mean, that's the whole point. Where like we're constantly updating our past theories about the way things work, and a lot of times we're wrong. But it's good to go with the new shit, and just the way that this type of stuff gets reported in mainstream media makes me so angry to the point where I'll read a whole Fox News article because I think aliens are real.
And then you come to find out it's not even about aliens at all.
I mean, black hole stuff is cool. I mean, the article itself, if you go read the journal that was published about the actual thing that they studied and found, it's really interesting. It's a long-ass read, but it's super interesting. It's just like when Fox News or CNN, both sides are guilty of it. When they condense it down to like this clickbaity shit, it's not helping anyone. All right, there's my... I got
rant for the day.
Yeah. My high horse rant. That takes care of all my notes, though. I really just had, Jesus wanted to ask about cereal, and then I was really pissed about Fox News.
You know what? I want to ask Jesus a question.
Okay.
Since you want to ask me what my favorite cereal is, and from what you tell me, he's a little bit of a health nut.
Recently, like he's in the past few months. Since he started working where I work with me, he's picked up, like, trying to get in better shape, and he's real serious about it.
Okay. What's his favorite gay bar?
That was, like, way out of left field. I don't even know why I thought about it, because it's not something we've talked about. I'm pretty sure Jesus is straight.
I'm just being a dick, man. Just straight up being a dick.
It's, spectators, I should have said. Wouldn't it be hilarious if that was a gay bar and that dude that we ran into came from a gay bar?
And was trying to, like, fuck us, but he was just doing it in a real, like, bad way.
He walks up to me and is like, hey, man, I'll suck your dick. And I'm like, what? And he's like, can I hit that black and mild? That's what I said. And I'm like, what?
It's like, I'm going to try this out and just see how it goes.
I'll take a dick sucking.
Mormon church wants to limit sale of tissue to curb onanism.
What's onanism?
I don't know.
Can I look up onanism real quick?
Yeah.
How do I spell that?
Onanism.
Onanism. The silence of Google searching. Oh,
Right.
Masturbation.
Oh, okay.
Or the Latin for that, coitus interruptus.
Okay. So do you think that the Mormon church is trying to limit the sale of tissue to curb masturbation?
They're real, like... Yeah, have you listened to any of the last podcast on the left? They just started their Mormon series.
I haven't listened to the second episode yet.
I feel like this is something they would do, just based on... Because I didn't know a whole lot about it, other than, like, South Park and Matt and Trey, like the stage play, the Book of Mormon, where, like, they explain the history in a mocking way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really knew about it. So, listening to last podcast on the left, this seems like something that they would attempt to do.
So you're going to go true with it?
Yeah.
Nope. False.
False?
Yeah.
She doesn't like the Snopes game. She always does this during the
know.
Snopes game.
It's because the Snopes game is, like, towards the end.
Yeah.
Are you hungry again? Is that what it is? I'm going to pause it. Meow. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. We're back.
Yeah, you better apologize.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I swear I did not do blackface.
I think about that story all the time.
Dude, constantly, man. I swear.
To this day, it blows my mind. Ralph Northam, you sly son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. You knew what you were doing.
Uh-huh. Oh. You got more Snopes for me, or can I ask you one?
Go ahead, man.
Because I got one loaded up for you. I wanted to turn the tables a little bit and see how you do.
Okay.
Okay.
I did horrible with the first one. They totally got me with the dabber goat.
Oh, I forgot
Dober goat.
I forgot about the Dober goats already. That shit was wild. Did The Simpsons predict Trump would try to buy Greenland? Have you been following that at all?
I followed it a little bit, and knowing that The Simpsons have been able to predict some of the things that have happened, but they've also said that, like, they just come up with so much ridiculous shit that sometimes it just ends up being true. like Trump becoming president, like they just kind of picked like one of the crazy wealthy like kind of people that had like a TV show at the time, and just was like, fuck it, like this dude will become president, and then it ended up being a thing. So, read it to me again.
An episode of The Simpsons predicted that U.S. President Donald Trump would cancel his trip to Denmark after the Prime Minister refused to sell Greenland to the United States. Did The Simpsons predict Trump would try to buy Greenland?
Yes.
False.
Fuck.
And I don't blame you for thinking that one was true, because you're exactly right. Like the Simpsons, I almost said the Trumpsons.
The Trumpsons. That'd be a good show.
Yeah, for a season or two, I could deal with that.
It's just making fun of him, okay? It's not like...
The thing with The Simpsons is that you're right, they've predicted so much that you could say they've predicted anything, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah.
I think people just started that on the internet as a rumor, and everybody ran with it, because it's like, yeah, The Simpsons did everything first. Did a Fox News guest refer to shooting up marijuana?
Ooh, buddy.
I picked a couple good ones.
That sounds like it's totally true, man. Because I've seen some bullshit like that. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with yeah.
Okay. This is a mixed one, so you're half right.
Oh, cool.
You get a half a point.
Yay!
So what's true here is that David Avella, a Republican strategist and guest on the Fox News talk show, so he referenced people injecting marijuana. A guy on Fox News actually did do that.
Cool.
After making the mistake, Avella and the host corrected the record immediately. So technically, this is true. They did say that somebody injected marijuana.
But then the two other people were like, actually, you can't inject marijuana. Or most people, you don't inject. Like, that's not how people do it.
I kind of want to, like, listen to that. I'm going to have to find that clip.
I wonder if we can find it.
His David Avella. Avella.
Avella.
And then he said, shooting up marijuana. Because I wanted to hear the context in which he was like, yeah, they shoot up weed.
See, there's the Snopes.
There might not be a clip of it. Maybe they scrubbed it, you know? Like, Fox was like, can't do that.
I might have found it.
Awesome.
Prisons. And the focus ought to be on a society that follows the law, not allowing people to defecate in the streets, not allowing individuals to lay on the street having just shot up with marijuana and having heroin and having a needle sticking out of them. We ought to be focused on solving crimes.
That was real fucking great. I'm going to
yeah, copy that link and send it to me.
I got it. Yeah. I fucking got it. Don't you fucking worry, buddy.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
And shooting up the marijuana. And he, like, points to his arm, too.
Defecating in the street. He goes from defecating to laying in the street. Like, those are equal.
Shooting up marijuana. Fucking people out there shooting up the marijuanas.
I really like that one. Oh. I had another one, but I lost it going through these, so that's all right. Unless you got another one for me.
Nah.
All right. Well, then I guess we should, oh, there's that link.
Yeah.
That's going straight in the show notes and straight in the episode. All right. Well, that's okay. I think we should probably, wrap up then, huh?
Yeah, sounds about right. I gotta be up early tomorrow.
Yeah, I still got a little bit of editing to do tonight, too. And I gotta write a description for this episode, so.
Heard.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, you know where to find us. So.
You can find and follow us on almost anything. We're mostly at Blue Skies Pod. If you want to email us, it's blueskiespodcast@gmail.com. If you want to give us a call and get your voicemail played, like Carl, it's 614-600-2056. And also, please don't forget to follow us on the home base, Podbean. There's links to everything there, and there's new donate links up. So if you don't like PayPal, you can Venmo us, you can Cash App us. And I got some big news that, I mean, we're not doing this live, so there's no point in me saying it now. But the next 4 weeks are going to be release after release every Monday. And if you guys want us to keep doing stuff like that, you need to donate to the show. Because it is really hard for me to justify to my wife spending all that time working on the show and editing and not paying attention to my kids and going into like full-blown headphone like gargoyle mode where I'm just shut off to the outside world because I'm working on the podcast. I need some way to get Crystal on board with this and also to make it worth my time. Make it worth our time.
Right.
So,
not that it
guys.
isn't, worth our time anyways. We just enjoy doing this shit.
Oh, I absolutely love working on the show and coming over and recording with you. It's just,
it helps.
The wife has questions.
It helps. Help Wes convince his wife that this is what we should be doing.
Yeah. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
We got over 1,000 downloads.
I know, dude. I'm pumped on it.
Yeah, dude. So seriously, thank you guys for fucking listening to us. Thanks for downloading the episodes. Like, I never thought that within like fucking 6 months of us doing this that it would get this far.
I mean, even less than that. We started in February, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but February, March, April, May, June, July.
Oh, no, you're right. Okay.
August.
Time doesn't make sense
That's
to me.
6 months
It's
right
fine.
there, buddy.
No, you're right.
Okay.
I'm a time traveler.
Thank you.
It's been like 2 months, my time.
I feel it, man. Time just goes by so quick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, all that time I've been spending with Jeff Bezos has been
You and your buddy Jeff, man.
warping my perspective.
You and your buddy Jeff.
Oh, we're best friends.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Mm-hmm.
Does he touch you?
I do a podcast with him now, too. It's called Green Skies from the Living Room. I think this is the first time I've ever actually hurt Austin's feelings for real.
If you ever do another podcast with anybody else, I swear to fucking God, dude, I'll fucking kill you.
Even if it's Jeff Bezos?
Yes.
But he's got so much money.
You are mine.
And so much bald head.
You are mine.
And so much vest.
You are mine.
Start wearing vests and I'll consider it.
I want to. I want to dress like Peaky Blinders when you watch the fucking show.
No, I mean the Silicon Valley, the puffy vest,
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Swishy vest.
Nope, not doing that.
Oh.
No. And again, you're mine. So, no other podcast. It's either this one or it's nothing.
I'm all of me or just my soul or what's the deal here?
Your podcast abilities. Everything that goes into a podcast. Being able to do a podcast.
Shang Tsung.
I fucking own you.
Your soul is mine.
Basically.
Okay.
In the podcast sense.
All right.
You work for me. And I own you. You signed a life contract.
I want to make it clear that all right that I just said a second ago wasn't a verbal agreement. Nothing's signed. There's no paperwork here.
But no, yeah, I'm having a blast out here doing this shit. And thank you everybody for supporting us. Follow us, Blue Skies Pod, on Instagram. Search Blue Skies from the Basement on Facebook. And call in 614-600-6025. Fucking got it now.
No, you didn't.
Oh, is it 2056?
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little dyslexic, so 614-600-2056.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I got it. But all right, you guys, we got to get out of here. So, later.
Peace.
Shibu, show.